Well, all right, let's talk about speaking billboards when it comes to marketing your practice or your business. And when I say a speaking billboard, I don't literally mean a billboard the way you know it on the street, which is speaking. What I'm talking about it is videos on the internet. Did you know, I'm sure you do, but did you know that currently there are more people watching videos on the internet than there is people watching all the major network channels on television together? Yes, that's what it is. Also, why would you want to have videos, which I'm going to go into it on where they need to be, where they need to be located, because video on your website is a good thing. But it is so far away from what it is supposed to be, it is not even real. Alright, so anyway, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then very obviously a video gotta be worth more. How much more? I don't know. Infinitive maybe. 10,000, 20,000, at least more. Any more is good. 2 times more is good. Okay? So, and look at it. I don't know whether you're whether you're shopping in the internet or whether you are, just looking at things on the internet, news and whatever it might be, or about, products. It is so wonderful to click a video. The fact is, I read a lot. I read about a book every week, maybe every 2 weeks, okay? Some of them are so huge that probably count. Anyway, I read a lot. So I don't mind reading. I also read a lot on the internet. But here's the thing. The truth of the matter is, most people don't like to read a lot, and even the ones who like to read a lot like I do, actually, I also like to listen. I love to go to seminars. I sit there for 2, 3, 5 days in a row, 9 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, most of the seminars I go are marathon seminars. But you like to listen. You take it in beautifully, better. It's more wonderful. All right. So people love that. They love to listen to a video. And here's the beauty about on the internet. Not only can you listen to it, but while you listen to it, if you want to read, if you want to check something else, the weather on the weather channel on the internet, or something else, you actually can do that. The video plays, and you can go and open another browser and read something. You can't listen to 2 videos. You can do that actually on the internet. It just that becomes not too workable. But 1 video and a little bit of reading is workable. So basically you now can do even 2 things at the same time for the hyperactive guys out there. And yes, people do those things. So let me tell you, a video gets across things slightly better. People love to watch it more. I put out lots of videos and I get tremendous amount more comments on the videos than on the letters. Yes, I get comments on the letters. People read the letters. But the video, bang, it's watched. Better, faster. All right. Now, where does the video have to be? Of course, it should be on your website, because people, you think, go there, and people, see, here's the big mistake, a big misconception. People think that their website is the universe. No, it isn't. People need to find your website, and that is awful difficult. That is like finding one particular grain of sand, in the whole beach of California. Never mind California, Mexico, Italy, and wherever else they have beaches. Okay? Do you guys have beaches on the East Coast? I guess you do. Long Island and stuff. All right. All the beaches together. Okay? 1 grain of sand. That's like finding your website. It's about the equivalent of it to make a point. So, what about if your video, so is your other written information, but we're talking about videos now. If your video could be on 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 other websites. Basically, what about if you tainted many other grains of sand with your flavor, with your color? All right? Now, would there be a much larger chance for people to find you? Of course there would be. See, Google will only put up 1 website 1 time for 1 keyword. If the people type in dentist and the city, and if you do good, and if you have a good website search engine optimization guy, then who will, by the way, cost you more than doing the strategy I do, and is about minusculely less, lots less good working. But let's assume you do a good job there and your guy does a good job, you probably will be up there once on the first page. But what about being up many more times than once? What about being many times on page number 2 and on page number 3 and on page number 4? It can only be done if your information, in this case your speaking billboard, your video, is on thousands and thousands and thousands and utmost thousands on other websites. That's the only way you can show up. People need to find you on other websites. Well, it's like if there is altogether 50 lottery tickets sold in a, you go to a dancing, square dancing, and they sell lottery tickets and whatever it is, and there's 50 people, 50 tickets. Well, if for some reason you buy 20 of them or 30 of them, your chances increases drastically to be drawn. Obviously. And frankly, that's a bad example still, because you still need to be drawn, because people don't bump around in many. But when you are all over the place, on very important websites, if your information, your video, is on other important websites, YouTube might be one such an important website, but there are hundreds and hundreds of other important websites as well. Thousands of them. And you need to get your information on those sites. You might ask how. Well, there are many videos on where we explain that. We also have consultation. And most likely you've got to hire somebody to do it for you, because the legwork alone will kill you. The legwork to do that, if you try to attempt it on your own, will be the equivalent of you trying to build your own car, even if you're a car mechanic. Let's assume you, your son, and your wife are a car mechanic, good car mechanics. You know very well that you couldn't possibly build a car cheaper than buying it. You could buy a car and then improve it a little bit maybe. That may be a workable system, but building it from scratch, it's not possible. Same than putting your speaking billboards out there 10,000 times in your area alone, I'm talking about. Literally. You see, again, another misconception. Most people think the worldwide internet isn't so good for me because it's worldwide and I only operate in 5 miles area. You have no idea. I mean, the people at Google, for instance, they're probably super smart. They are. They know where a person goes into the computer. If you go in Chicago and type in French restaurant, most of the restaurants coming up will be in Chicago and surrounding area in Illinois. Same if you do that in Los Angeles. On top of it, the way people search, they type in keywords such as the city, Northridge, where I'm shooting this video. They type that in. You know, they don't want to get a dentist in Switzerland, so they type in dentist, Northridge, California, things like that. On top of it, if they don't do it and search in Northridge, Google already knows it. But people cement it in even more by putting that name there. So all the videos can and will be, all the billboards will be up in your neighborhood. So imagine your city of Long Island, in whatever city you are, and in Queens and around 5, 6, 10 miles neighborhood around you, thousands and thousands of billboards showing. And let's not forget the importance of, as I said, them being on other important websites. What does it do to a politician, a small-time politician who tries to become mayor or governor, and he gets endorsed by a big guy like a president or an ex-president? It's always a good thing. What about if a certain guy, a certain politician or a movie star, whatever it may be, gets endorsed by the New York Times? That's a lot better than getting endorsed by the Northridge Chronicle. You see what I'm saying? So you need to be in your billboards, your videos, need to be in quantity on many, many, many other websites, thousands and thousands and thousands on them, 10,000 about, give or take, and why not 20 or 30,000, but somewhere around 5, 10,000, the game starts getting really cracking, all right? And many of them should be important endorsers, because that's what those other websites are, endorsers to you. You see what I'm saying? All right. That's it. What your message then should be a good professional message, not a bullshit message which says, I'm a good dentist, and I went to the best to the best university, and I use the best equipment, and I'm friendly, and my staff is extremely well trained, personally handpicked by me, and they are super friendly. You know, that stuff doesn't go anywhere. All right? I go to continuous education, all those things. That goes nowhere, because nobody says, I buy my equipment in the Philippines and it's garbage, but who cares, you will never know. I graduated last in class, and the only reason I graduated because I graduated in Mexico, and I did cheat, by the way. And I'm grouchy on Monday, or forget it, I'm not grouchy, I'm usually drunk on Monday. I hate my staff and they hate me, but somewhere along the line we're going to extract some money from you anyway. Because we need to live, you know, and we're out for money. Well, nobody says that. So your baloney message about this is not good. Got to give good messages, and of course we help you tremendously in doing that. In fact, we do it for you, with you, in an interview style. That's kind of the way to go. You know, the billboard should be an interview style message, like a reporter interviewing somebody else, friendly, but nevertheless probing. By doing so, nothing gets left out. Okay? Now, that's it. You need endorsements from as many as big websites as possible. By big, meaning websites who are in your field, websites who are well-known, websites who have millions and millions of hits. You know, even billions of hits. Hits which you and me can never get. But if they feature us, then we're, so to say, good. Again, if the New York Times features you, that's good. You see what I'm saying? So, at the same token, you want all the little chronicles, all the little websites, which have 99.9% more hits than you, but maybe not as famous. You want thousands and thousands of them also. And yes, doing that takes a little bit of work, because it's just legwork, and people like us have it, of course, automated to a very high degree, not completely, and thus we can, like Ford Motor, assemble it, put it on a converter belt. Well, that's it for billboards. Get your billboard, your speaking billboard, that is. Get it, and have a good 2011. Bye-bye.